Hey, what's happening? You there?
Oh, yep, I'm here.
There you are.
What is up?
Man, what ain't down?
How about sideways?
Oh, man. No money, no fudge, no huckleberry pie. I do have my weed. My nephew Randy.
Hallelujah.
And we had squirrel noodle soup tonight. Leftovers.
Nah.
So
What's up, Kim? Wild Bill, Elky Okie, Chicken Choker. I've always liked that name.
hey guys.
What's up?
Oh yeah, let's get him a link.
Oddball, Apex, A Roberts. Howdy, folks.
Welcome to the Great American Experience, otherwise known as the game. I'm Wizard of Oz, and this is Canoes to the Moon. And this ain't our show. Our show's put on by the people who live up on the screen. So let's get this party started. Grab a link. Come on up, guys. So, how was your day, brother?
Eh, it was uh, a day,
Right.
like and unlike any other day, I suppose.
Hey, Bex, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
It's an angel. You got that light right behind your head, so it's giving you an
You got the
aura.
halo.
You got the halo thing going on. Oh, you just got to. What's up, man?
How much, man? Oh, I said I came with the theme song tonight. You guys want to hear?
I think so.
Okay. Okay. So it goes the old tune of "Sweet Home Alabama." Apex is on the show again. Getting stoned is what I do. Apex is on the show again. I tell conservative news to you. Yeah. There you
Rock on.
It's that. You got to get started. Let's go.
go. That's all it is. Just a little jingle to get myself motivated.
Yeah, it's a little hard for me to get motivated, man, this time of year when it's cold like this, because my motivation,
Right?
because I'm, I'm in the sun. You know what I'm saying? I need to be out and about in the dirt, cutting up some wood, building some shit,
hmm It's just so hard to go outside,
I know,
though.
right? Well, then you can't till the ground. You can't work with wood when it's frozen,
Right?
and I don't have a heated workshop. So
Yeah, that makes it a little hard.
yeah, I'm building it.
Oh, there it is.
You know what? In fact, I can show you where what we got done on it. You want to see it?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right, hold on.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Fire in the bowl really quick.
yeah, fire in the bowl, fire in the motherfucking bowl.
Now there's like a cloud and an aura behind me.
That's called holy smoke.
This is true. Apex is the Pope of Dope.
The Pope of Dope. Oh man.
Oh shoot! I gotta go grab my glass. I'll be right back.
Hello, everyone.
Wow.
By Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.
Oh man, that Girl Scout cookie gets it every single time.
And chocolate Thai. Oh my gosh.
Or no, this is Gorilla Glue.
It's
Oh, Gorilla Glue.
kind of funny though, man. Sometimes this stuff is like really mild, and other times it'll get real head rushy. It's
This shit's instant head rush.
yeah,
What's you talking about?
What?
What you guys talking about?
No, the strains that we're smoking.
Kind of
Oh,
sort.
there you go.
Yeah, I'm doing chocolate Thai. He's doing Gorilla Glue. You know.
I'm still on that. Actually, no. I've got a strain called Grape right now.
Grape.
Yeah, nothing else, just grape.
I can't wait till spring, man. I get some plants started and going, man.
Right. There you go.
Check it out. Yeah, with the gun. Rock on.
Hold up. Safety first.
Just straight up out the Junkberry tea homemade.
Right. Actually, I'm doing a winterization on my steel pot. We get some black. I'm gonna get some black in there. Get some white and some gray.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, should look pretty cool. I'm gonna try to do the whole splinter canvas look.
I can get you. Well, at least I can give you an example.
Oh yeah, like that. Exactly. Thinking more splinter camera though. Wow.
Well, this
You're
is
not
my
talk still.
This is my winter hat.
There you go.
When it snows, I blend in.
Right. My neighbor's got well, shoot, I don't have it over here. It's basically it looks like it's a big wool like fleece jacket that's like all winter camoed and stuff. It's pretty cool. You feel like a sheep though when you wear it.
Oh yeah. Oh, you got it. Okay.
One of these days I'll wear mine on camera.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's black, but I've got a friend who does alterations and stuff for costumes. So
Right.
she's gonna make a white stomach for it since it's all black, and then do little ears, and it's gonna become my panda. It's gonna become my panda sweater.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just oh man.
Yeah. So I ended up doing way too much on the edibles last night.
Oh yeah.
Uh huh. I'll tell you what, that RSO is something different. I ended up making some pasta, like some butter noodle pasta, and put probably like a half a gram of this into the whole dish. And let me just tell you, after I finished that, well, it started kicking in before I was done eating. Um, and I just came down. That was last night, and I just came down from it probably 2 hours ago. So that was pretty intense. Like I've been like stoned out of my mind. I haven't even smoked all day, and I've been stoned out of my mind all day. It's crazy.
Jesus, the edibles will do that to you.
Oh yeah. Like I think I ate dinner last night, or actually, yeah, I ate dinner around this time last night, around 10 p.m. Eastern, and yeah, almost that was almost a 24-hour high. That was crazy. Needless to say, I think I'm gonna dial it back a little bit.
Yeah, cut it in half. You know.
Just probably about in half, yeah. It's hard to measure dosages when you're making an entire dish that's meant for like 4 people, you know? That's like
One
fucking
fourth. Carpenter,
medicated macaroni and cheese.
Carpenter.
Carpenter's in the house.
Yes, he is. There you are, man. Hey, hold
Oh
on.
yeah, yeah.
Come on, Carpenter. Oh, you got it. Good deal. Grab a link, my brother. Oh yeah. Now we get all this craziness. So what have you heard today, Apex? Have you been stoned all day? Did you check out anything?
I've been taking stoner naps all day, so I haven't heard anything.
Uh, oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. It's not been an information gathering day.
No, it's cold. It's just got me in pain, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't get away from it. Not even when
it's
I'm
been
sleeping.
snowing for the past 2 days out here.
Yeah. Well, it's this point where it's right around this point where the barometric pressure gets low enough that it starts really fucking me up.
Right? It hits my joints really bad, like my knees and my fingers and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, fingers and like actual like wrists and stuff. 'Cause I can tell when I play guitar, I'm not as mobile as if it
Everything
was
gets
warm
stiff.
out.
Right. Everything gets stiff.
Yeah, right.
I'll tell you what, you ever take that bodies?
I haven't. I probably should though. Like
Yeah.
I've heard good stuff about it.
Hey, take 2 or 3 of those, man, and I'm telling you, it helps. It helps
Right.
a lot.
What's the proprietary or ingredient in that stuff? Like
Turmeric.
what's the active thing?
Turmeric and
Oh,
pepper.
okay.
Yeah.
So technically, I could just like, well, I feel like that would be like the cinnamon challenge, taking a spoonful of turmeric.
Turmeric, curcumin.
Okay, nice. What's up, Canoes?
Oh, I'm a little tired.
Yeah, club kid. That's pretty much what it is. There you go. Once people woke up and saw what it was, they have no, nothing to lose. So they just go full out.
Isn't turmeric that spice that makes your shit smell weird though, like from Indian food?
No, mostly that's the mustard seed.
Oh, okay.
That's the mustards and stuff like that they use.
Gotcha.
The
Gotcha.
turmeric makes everything yellow and orange, but yeah.
Yeah. See, I always was under the impression that was just a curry, but I guess it could be both.
Yeah, it is both.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
never had real curry or Indian food before. I couldn't tell you
Oh,
what
it's
that's like.
so good.
I don't know, man. I was there.
Spicy food and me don't get along too well.
Dude, they don't have real. It's no. Yeah, no. American Indian food, it may
No
be.
supper.
Yeah, but I mean, American class Indian food. That yeah, but some dude. Oh no, dude, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like Taco Bell, but Indian.
I was. Let's just say this: I was happy to get back to the galley. Okay, I was like, hey,
It
bird,
does work through you pretty quick.
right? They wanted to kill a monkey at the table. Shit. It's like, no.
Oh
See
man.
some of the stuff they do, and they just you never know what you're eating, dude. It's
There is this dish in China somewhere, maybe it's Japan. One of those Asian places where they serve you the fish that's just like just basically doused in hot water and it comes out, it's all like flipping its tail and shit. You know, I'm like, why are we pecking at this thing? Are we birds? You know? Have you seen those videos like that? Like they'll bring shit out that's still alive.
Yeah, that sounds like China.
Yeah.
yeah,
They,
China.
you can go to the markets there and get your deep fried bat.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Get your bat soup.
Look,
At
I
least
just
most of the time in Japan. In Japan, at least nothing's moving.
this is true.
Well, in China,
This is true.
you ever hear of bird's nest soup?
Yeah.
Like they got this special species of swallows that builds these nests on like cliff faces, and they harvest the nests and they like make soup out of them. But the nests are full of bird shit, and they cook it.
I was wondering with that.
Yeah, it's like the most vile thing you can think of.
Now
I don't know. There's some
I-
coffee that's been that's processed through
with the civet cats. Yeah,
yeah. Supposedly it's really good coffee though. So
I'm more
don't
of a
knock
tea
until you
person.
try it, right?
I've eaten shark. I've eaten tiger. I've eaten giraffe. I've eaten,
Oh, I've tried shark fin soup before. That's good stuff.
yeah, and I've had all
Not
kinds
necessarily moral, but you know.
tuna, shark, dolphin.
I've had rattlesnake and alligator and turtle.
Yeah,
Turtle's good.
Turtle's great. Actually, it's great. 7 times great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Cooking for about 2 hours over a campfire, just turn that son of a bitch upside down. When it pops, it's ready to peel off.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try that.
You have to do a little cleaning because you got to find the intestines to get them out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A little bit.
It's not
But-
too bad though.
No.
Huh.
We had a big 22-inch turtle we pulled out one night. We were overnight catfishing. We pulled out a big old 22-inch turtle. We're like,
Jeez.
it was like, I ain't putting it back in there because it's just gonna eat us all, eat our damn bait again.
Right?
So
That's
he
like
upside down. He set 4 rocks around the fire, and he set the damn turtle upside down on it. He
They just
did,
like put it on live?
right? Huh?
Just
Yeah.
put it on live?
Right. Then
Okay.
he took the knife right through the bottom shell and then opened it up and took the guts out. We'd already cut off its head. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So he
Huh.
pulled the guts out. and then turn around, just left it there. And then once it gets to a certain point, it starts popping. And then you can peel it off and open it up a little bit and put in some spices
Steamed turtle.
right on the shell.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that.
It was pretty good.
I'm gonna have to
Well,
try
we
that.
threw in garlic, and he had garlic and onion powder and stuff like, just camp spices.
See, one thing that I've been told that I need to try but haven't is possum.
I've eaten it.
It just takes
It's
a long time to cook it down because you got to render it. You can't just
Oh,
eat
okay.
and it's the same thing with similar mammals. You taste what they eat. So, like, if you're getting a
Gotcha.
possum from the city that's eating a lot of trash, like a raccoon, it's going to taste nasty. If you get a possum or a
Okay.
coon that's out in the country, living off of farms and eating just grubs and shit, yeah, you can eat possum and make it edible. I wouldn't,
Okay.
eat it on a regular basis, but it, like, for me, for like a survival food, yeah, I could eat a possum around here.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
I hate
So basically,
possums.
it's basically stick to rabbits and squirrels for now.
Well, the problem is a lot of whereabouts are you at?
Indiana. I'm out in the
Okay,
about in the
I'm
boonies on the north side.
yeah, I'm probably about the same, elevation north. I'm in Ohio,
Yeah.
and like around here, you got to be careful with the rabbits because
Mhm.
a lot of them have that Tulmeria disease,
What's
and
that?
it's I don't think it's a parasite. I think it's just like a contagious disease that spreads in the rabbit population.
Huh.
And if you eat it, you can get pretty fucking sick.
Okay.
Like they say, when you dress out your rabbits, look at the kidneys and the livers, and if they have any yellow
Yeah.
spots on them, don't even handle the
Okay.
meat.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah. But we get the same with the deer. You kind of got to be careful because of that, chronic wasting disease.
Right. Yeah.
There's
Sure.
a couple areas in Ohio where they actually don't allow hunting because they're trying to eradicate it.
Oh, okay.
And they had up in Michigan 2 years ago, they had an outbreak of it's like the mad cow disease of deer.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I
like,
think I remember hearing about that.
yeah, they call it like bovine spongiform tuberculosis.
Basically, it's
And
making a whole bunch of zombie deer.
yeah, they shut down like 3 counties
I was like, oh shit.
and wouldn't let anybody hunt up there for, I think, 2 seasons. They
Wow.
just sent out state sharpshooters and killed all the deer that they could find just to eradicate it.
Man, that's crazy. That's nuts.
It's like we got here in my county here in Ohio, we have feral pigs, wild hogs, and the state says you're not allowed to eat them. Like you can shoot and eradicate them, if they're destroying your property, but they say that the 2 herds that are in my county, do not try to process the meat, do not eat them because they said they're super infected with like over 100 diseases. They're like real bad. Like they published, the state division of wildlife published some photos like 2 years ago of some of these pigs that they had trapped, and like they're walking around and like their hooves are half rotted off their legs and shit.
What?
Yeah, disgusting infections and shit. Yeah,
That's crazy, man. That would be freaky coming up on something like that in the wild.
Hey, I got that up for you. Hold on a second.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cool, nifty. Oh, cool.
This is some of the stuff that I've made. This was out in the front yard last year.
Nice.
So I was gonna hold on. This is the mill shop here we're building. This was before it became winter.
Right. Oh,
Although some of the picnic tables I built.
that's gonna be big.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Nice.
53, the 30 by 53.
Wow.
And that's pretty much where it is right now.
That's some good looking framework there, sir.
Well, thank you. But it's all out of these pallets.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. It's crazy what you can make out of pallets.
Right.
I've seen videos on YouTube where people build like tiny homes out of pallets.
Yeah, I actually just watched one of those myself.
Well, I
You
get
guys
the
ever
12
watch those?
pallet.
What's that?
I get 12-foot pallets.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, 12-foot long pallets, and we got some that were 16-foot pallets. They load out this sheet steel on it.
Okay.
Hey, Wiz, Dennis is in the chat. He's asking if you tried his pepper grind yet.
Not yet. We haven't done a chili. We're just getting around to it. But yeah, I've got it over here. We've been smelling, trying to want to be doing a chili here, so very soon. Back. Now you just do that's for chilies, or is it just like any pepper? I guess you could try it, put it on just about anything, I guess, or is it just meant for like chilies? Dennis, I made a bunch of pallets out of a house.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I've been working on,
Nice.
and
That's pretty cool.
we've got also we got hold on a second here.
Now he says try it on eggs and meat and ice cream.
Ice
Okay.
cream?
I don't
No.
know about that. But this is the cabin. This is Randy's cabin. We've already got the roof done. We've got most of the gables closed up and stuff like that are ready now, but I haven't taken a video recently. It's been shitty, really shitty weather.
Right.
But yeah,
Dang.
that's
That's
all out of
spacious.
10 by 14.
And that's a cabin?
Yeah. It's upstairs. It's got an upstairs. It's going to be
That's pretty nice.
the 10-foot walls, and then we put on the gable roof. So there's a 6.5-foot ceiling up here
Oh, wow.
at the apex. So it's plenty.
No, it's 7 foot at the apex.
It's 7 foot at the apex.
Yeah, it's 6 foot at the first slant.
At this point,
Yeah, at the
right, and then it's at the top. It's right at 7 foot.
Wow.
So yeah, he's already started putting insulation in here. We've got all the styrofoam. We're filling it.
Oh, nice.
Actually, turning it into a cooler box. No, we got
Just
a bunch
one
of
giant cooler box.
right, all insulated out and shit. Yeah. In fact, here's it. No, come on. I don't have the chains on it in the video here. We bought the chains when we went to go deliver it, but that's that
Oh, that's nice.
all out of pallet wood.
Man. Dude, that's really good.
But yeah, it's all hooked
Heck
up.
yeah.
I built it from my mom.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Um,
building more of them now. I'm gonna build. I got beams for 2 more, so we're gonna build.
have
I'm gonna
you
build.
seen the suspended hot tubs that are wood heated?
Don't think so.
No.
No. Oh man, these things are cool. Okay, so basically you use tin or something like copper or something like that for the outside slit or outside metal, and then like form the inside with clay and all that, let dry, and then you can use a fire underneath, basically like a giant cauldron.
These are my
And
rabbit cages.
but ooh, bunny
Uh,
rabbits.
we're, we're getting an echo.
Oh, are you?
There's an
Yeah.
echo.
All right. But yeah, these are my rabbit cages. I think I looked over the whole thing here in a minute. But yeah, there's the black male. His name's Midnight. One up, the white one's Buddy.
Aw.
But I just got all these rabbit cages refurbished and rebuilt. There you go. All my rabbit cages. So that's going to be the water tower. After it gets done freezing, I'm going to put a barrel up there, and so we can a 55-gallon drum, so we can and run a watering system down the row, so we can water all the rabbits with one watering system.
That is me.
So we plan on raising a bunch of rabbits. These are the breeder cages up top, and these are the holding cages down below to let them age. And we can keep all the broods separate and have a full cycle on.
Rabbit.
Yep, breeding the rabbits.
Nice.
So that's my rabbit setup, menagerie.
It's a lot of rabbits, bro. So, besides eating and pets, what are rabbits good for?
There's a lot of what?
That's a lot of rabbits. No,
Oh,
it said besides eating and pets, what are rabbits good for?
well, eating mostly,
Yeah, there's
and
that.
pelts,
That's tasty.
and then pelts. Well, these are Flemish
Oh,
giants. These rabbits, at 6 months old, generally are anywhere from 10 to 14 pounds.
oh wow, those
At
are
six,
big rabbits.
right? So, yeah, they're big rabbits. So and if the breeding takes place properly, you end
Mm-hmm.
up doing 8 to 10 uh, rabbits per litter.
Wow,
So,
wow,
yeah,
that's a lot of pelts.
yeah, it is.
That's
Yeah.
a big. That would make an awesome blanket.
Yes. Yes.
I particularly like rabbit fur lined gloves and
Yes.
hats.
And
Yeah.
Some of the best, cold weather gear you can make yourself.
boots, rabbit
Mhm.
fur line.
Moccasins, yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah. But yeah. and then
Right on.
you can take the rabbit's feet and dye them different colors and shit.
And
Lucky rabbit.
the rabbit shit makes good fertilizer.
Oh yeah, that all goes.
Oh, okay.
You got them
All
in,
the rabbit manure goes
let
in
it
the garden.
age
Yep.
because
Oh, that's right. Because
it's a
rabbits
little
are vegetarians, right?
yeah, it's a little hot
Okay.
on the phosphorus side, I think.
No, it's garden
Is
ready.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it? You don't have to age it or anything?
You don't have to age it one bit.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, that's what was one of the coolest things about it. Was you didn't have to do that. And let me see here. In fact, I got a shot of this. I think. Hold on. Yeah. No, I didn't. Not on this one, I guess. Oh yeah. Hold on. I show you, and I got it set up now with just the right. Now check this out. This is how I got the upper cages managed and the lower cages.
Yeah.
Lower, they all just feed right back onto the. They got the trays here underneath them. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Wow, come on. I'm probably explaining something in the video, but I've done this all the way down and then turn around, and it makes it real easy to clean all that up real quick.
Nice.
And the dog's walking all through it.
Yeah, the dog's walking all through shit. But yeah, and that makes it real easy. And it just all goes right in the garden. And that's only, there's only 3 rabbits or 4 rabbits in the upper cages. I'm short 1 female right now, but yeah, we manage it like that. It goes right in the garden. It makes it real easy to maintain them. And all those cages, those are all built out of pellets. So
Pallets, man. The power of pallets.
I'm telling you. Build a workshop, build a house, build a
Right.
need, I get all the wood. I got thousands of dollars worth of wood just sitting around outside because of pellets.
You know what I'd like to try to make is, from Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit houses, they're like built into the actual like
Ground into the earth.
Yeah, into the ground. Yeah, I want to try to make one of those. That'd be kind of cool. It would definitely save on heating because you're using geothermal for your insulation.
Yeah, that may not work around here. We don't have a whole lot of dirt.
There's that.
It's mostly rock. Clay,
Yeah,
hard clay and rock. Yeah.
there's definitely that.
Now, you got about a foot or so, maybe 2 of dirt, but once you get below that, it's all clay and rock, man.
Right.
It's like, oh God.
Hey, that clay's good for stuff, though.
Ceramics and all that jazz. Yeah, it's iron encrusted
Right.
clay, so it's ready to
Oh,
be
is
made.
it?
Oh yeah,
Oh, I would use some of that with forging.
exactly. I
Yeah.
want to make ceramic reflector plates, and then build me a kiln
That'd be cool.
and build a kiln,
Heck yeah.
and that way we
There
can
you
make
go.
all our own ceramic stuff.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
No, the forge I'm using right now is just I'm using bricks mainly, and for my air input, I use a battery powered leaf blower
Yeah.
as my bellows.
A lot of people use plug-in electric hair dryers.
I've heard of that use as well. And that would work really, really well. I just didn't want to pipe everything in like that. And I had a piece of gutter, like an angled piece of gutter pipe that I decided, hey, it's not being used. Here we go.
Right, and you know what? If you put a potentiometer on your motor, on the leaf blower, you can control the speed of it. You can control the temperature in your.
Okay.
You can control the temperature in the forge. You're not stuck with one.
That shouldn't be more.
No, and that's what I'm saying. You're not getting stuck with full on or off. You know what I'm saying? You have to keep playing with it to keep it around the temperature.
Right.
You can turn that potentiometer right and keep the temperature in the forge and get to work.
Right.
You ain't got to play with the damn leaf blower.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When I first started learning how to do blacksmithing, I hang on.
That's because you know why? Because you didn't announce it. Fire in the bowl.
You're right. Um,
Kick
when
that
I
goat.
first started learning how to forge and do blacksmithing and stuff, I was using like a hand crank. It was almost like a turbine for a
I know exactly what you're
tractor.
talking about. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing was amazing though. Like it was just so eating things up so quick. Oh yeah, I guess I'll join you guys now. Fire in the bowl.
Fire in the bowl.
This is my
Brought to
other
you,
piece.
brought to you by SausageFarms.com.
Yes, sir. Mhm.
Yeah, if you need seeds, man, he's the man to see. For real. Go up there, Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms. He's got all the seeds up there. He's,
Nice.
and stuff like that. So, and
It's
we also got the
freaking-
Sassafras Hitters. We got the Sassafras Hitters up there too.
Oh yeah, I gotta get one of those freaking. Gonna do that. Oh, so much stuff to do, so little time.
I know. Yeah, it's gonna be all right. You know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I
I-
actually have high hopes for 2021. I really do. I feel like last year was like a test, How much is a bullshit test? How much bullshit can the human population take before it hits its breaking point?
Right.
I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like just within the start to now of 2021, it's almost like a lighter energy vibe feeling.
Right. Right. Well,
I don't know.
it doesn't feel lighter to those who can't take it.
This is true. I've been saying since the beginning. It's not always the physical health that people gotta watch out for. You gotta be on that mental game as well.
The spiritual level, man. That's what it's about.
Exactly.
And there are those that can't exist on the other side.
It's also true.
Once the frequency shift happens, there are those that will not exist on the other side of this.
Oh yeah.
Some of them know it. That on the other side of this transition, this evolution we're going through, and that's what it is. It's an
Mhm.
evolution. And they are not prepared. They can't exist on the other side of this transition. Some of them know it. And some of them are trying to destroy everything in their path in the meantime.
That is true. It makes me wonder though, like, is this whole spiritual transition is that what some people would refer to as the rapture?
I don't know what they consider the rapture. Or,
See, I've never
I,
being raised and born and raised a Catholic, like we're not really taught to believe in a rapture, so I've never quite understood the whole premise of it.
well, they believe there's those that believe that they're going to be saved from the trials and tribulations.
Oh,
by
okay.
being removed from the earth to join God.
Okay.
Okay.
So skipping the whole purgatory thing.
Yeah, no
Okay.
trial by fire kind of thing. But when I
Okay.
read the Bible, I see the only time he talks about that is when he comes here to gather his armies,
Right.
and when the other time it was talked about is when he raises man from the earth, lest all flesh be destroyed.
Right.
Okay,
And that's in the final
some kind of
days.
catastrophe where the earth is just inhabitable.
Right.
Okay, so
Which we all know is going to be Yellowstone.
I don't know. But I don't know the rapture situation and what they expect. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like a
Right.
whole lot of expectation. Lord gonna save me. I'm not gonna be here.
Right.
And you know,
There's just a whole lot of extra steps.
yeah. But it's also talked about he will call the dead from their graves so that they face their tribulations as well.
See, and that sounds zombie apocalypse
No,
to
it's
me.
not talking about raising, you know.
That sounds a little World War Z-ish to me.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that there's some kind of situation where maybe some kind of rapture happens and they take their souls and leave their bodies, and then I guess we're gonna kill them off or something. You know, I don't know.
Right.
You know,
Well, and that's what I'm more is like, because the way I'm thinking is that when we die, our souls go one place or the other. I mean, what are our empty shells of bodies have anything to do with the trials and tribulations? You know?
I'm thinking some of these bastards in DC ain't got no soul either.
Yeah,
So we might
yeah,
be dealing with the damn zombies already. Just that there are a lot of those forces, the archons, that can take over their bodies. Well,
yeah.
now if the archons, the ghosts, okay,
Right.
whatever you want to call them, but they're basically in historic text is called the archons.
Yeah, the Archons, yeah.
Right. They came through the rip in space from the weapons they used at the time.
Right.
And so they can take over, they can possess a person, a live body in this reality.
Right.
So I mean,
Sorry, I'm debating.
yeah, no, it's okay. But guess what?
You can tell, can't you? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck am I doing here?
Okay, let's just say all these people are possessed by demons, and
Right.
God comes through and cleanses our land and gets rid of the demons on us. What happens to these bodies that are still alive that no longer have capable thought?
I feel like there's gonna have to be a cleanup crew that's gonna be hired.
Right,
The
right.
city is gonna have to do something about this shit because it's not working.
Well, we're all science fiction movie now. That's what
Right? Well, if you think about it, like if there was a zombie apocalypse, I mean, sure, the slaying part's the fun part, but somebody's got to come through behind you and clean all that shit up.
right. Of
I
course,
don't want to be on that team.
so you could get out a big loader and scoop
Yeah,
up bodies and put them in a pit, and I guess.
throw some gas on, boom, done.
Right. Sure, you got a quarry somewhere around there we can fill up and light
Of
on.
course.
Yeah.
Dude, there's plenty of them here in Indiana.
Right.
Strip pits, hell yeah. Oh. That would be an amazing, like, I don't know, pipe bomb with a beeper on it to attract zombies. Throw one down inside of a strip pit, they'd all just come swarming in, and just
Right.
lemmings off the cliff.
Right. Right.
Kind of, just make sure that beeping lasts long enough for them to reach the bottom.
Well, you just have it going for days. You just let it keep going, and
Yeah.
just collects them all up, and then you wreck you take a fuel tanker, right?
Right. Oh yeah.
Just run it off the cliff, and then it'll blow up.
Zombie problem solved.
Right? It'll blow up, and they'll all burn up. Right?
Yes.
Right.
I like that idea.
Right. It's problem solved. There you go.
Dessert.
Did it again. See there? Cheater.
See, I thought It was just regular. That one had wax mixed in.
Hey Z, welcome in. What's up, Chris? How you doing?
All right, so Wizard, best ghost story that you got. What's up?
Ghost story.
Yeah, real or fake, doesn't matter. Best ghost story you got.
Well, let's see. I was a kid. And I went to go visit my aunt.
Yeah.
Now, the house she lived in, that she was living in at the time, the people who built it all died in a car accident.
Oh.
The whole family got killed. Well, there was a couple kids and all that. I went to go visit my aunt, and she says, "Just sit down there at the table." She got me some cookies or something. I'm sitting there at the table,
Right.
kind of a counter kind of thing, coming off the kitchen.
Yeah.
And she says, "I got to go do laundry. I'll be back in just a little bit." I was like, "Okay." She went upstairs to the laundry room. Her laundry was upstairs. And I was sitting there eating the cookies, waiting for her to come back down because she wanted to talk to me. Well, all of a sudden, this kid comes up from downstairs.
Whoa.
And from downstairs. He goes, "You seen Norma?" I was like, "Yeah, she just went upstairs to do laundry. Who are you?" And he told me his name. I couldn't remember. I can't remember it right now. But I says, "Yeah, she went upstairs to do laundry." He goes, "Okay, she'll be down in a minute." "No, I'm gonna go talk to her." And he went upstairs. I heard him open up the door and close the door. I didn't know.
Right.
I didn't. I just thought he was another kid. Okay, it was one of the kids hanging around the house or something.
Right.
And she came back down. And I says, what's his name? Did you see him? She goes, "Who?" I was like, "That boy, kind of chunky, but I described him to her." She goes, "Oh my God, Bill." I was like, she goes, "What was?" I told him her name, his name, and all that. She's like, "Oh God, he's been dead for 10 years."
Oh wow.
I was like, "No, he was just alive. He just ran through here and went upstairs to talk to you. I just wondered if he caught up with you." And she's like, "No, nobody caught up with me. There was nobody there." And I was
Wow.
like, I've been freaking out on that ever since. I was like, "What?
Wow.
What's up, Bear?"
So, Bear, what's up, man?
My fucking sucks. That's what's up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Well,
got me so throttled back. I got one person in my chat all day.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, man. Why am I even running? Anyway, I came in to call fire in the bowl, guys.
Oh, fire the bowl.
Yep. There we go.
Fire in the bowl. Oh, shit.
Yes, sir. That's a very patriotic bong, sir.
Oh, wow.
Right for a while. Have faith, Bear.
Bear, we're telling ghost stories, man. Real or fake, man. You got one?
I got some real ghost stories.
Yeah. Tell it, man.
Okay, over in the Philippines, right?
Yeah.
When I was over there, okay, they believe in Oswans and shit.
Okay.
I can tell you what I seen. It was scary and shit. There's all kinds of things over there. I mean, they're into black magic, you name it.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm walking. It's about 10 o'clock at night, I think. And I lived on the beach. Well, there was a town behind us called Louise. Okay, and I'm walking up the road to it. It's about a mile away, maybe two. I don't know. It's a ways up there, but anyway. And then behind that, you got jungle and everything else with monkeys and the whole 9 yards. But I'm walking up there, and there's this freaking huge ass. All of a sudden, all you could see is these big ass red eyes. And it was
Oh,
by this one house, and they don't have electricity up there. Nobody has electricity, okay? So the only lights are from candlelight.
right.
So it's dark to begin with, and
I
you're
don't know the
walking.
candles that glow red either.
No. This year, it was a 15-foot Brahma bull that stood across
What?
the road. Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of people that see it, and they say that it watches over this certain house because they think there's treasure in that house. They won't go
Oh,
near
wow.
that house. It's haunted.
Oh,
See, that's how you could tell where the treasures were in the Philippines. All you had
right.
to do is listen to all their little bullshit stories, Oh, there's Aswans, or oh, there's leprechauns, or shit like that. Especially
Right.
at, like the Bacall, the falls. And you listen
Right.
to those things, and that's where the freaking golden shit's hidden. My they had a storm come through one time at the falls, and I mean the falls are cool, dude. I mean the falls are beautiful. I mean they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
You're way up in the jungle. You're surrounded by jungle. You're walking up little narrow paths up into it, and there's these pools in the granite. They're 15, 20 foot across, maybe 20 feet deep. There's these
Oh,
pools.
wow.
And you'll have a waterfall that comes down into it. Well, we came to one pool, right?
Yep.
And we go in and we go swimming. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, it was like, yeah, and the temperature there is a constant 98 degrees, all right, with 98% humidity. So it was
That sounds
nice.
nice.
It was nice to be able to get in the water that was 78 or 80 degrees, and it was chilly. It felt cold actually. But anyway, we jump in there and we're swimming, right? And all of a sudden, we're getting hit with shit. There's things being thrown at us and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, come to find out, there's a troop of monkeys that guards the pools up there, and that you've got to bring them a gift. You got to bring them they call it a paso lobo. If you bring them a bunch of bananas and you
Yeah.
put them on the rocks, they guard the thing for you. They look all the way around, so you could swim naked with your female, and they're going to tell you before anybody could ever get up there. They'll school at you and everything else, but they guard it.
Oh,
I-
that's cool.
Yeah, it was. It was beautiful. I mean,
That's
I
cool.
wanted to buy that place so bad.
Right.
Right there, because I wanted to make it where I wanted to put it in and close it, because it had these fucking huge ass butterflies. I mean, them son of bitches were like this.
Oh, wow. Saucer
Big ass
plates,
beautiful
man.
butterflies. And then you
Wow.
had orchids hanging off through the bamboo and stuff, and it's just pretty, man.
That sounds like a paradise.
It is. I'd be over there still, but they're
Yeah.
they're cutting people's heads off. The Muslims.
Yeah, it's probably not the best place to be right now.
I remember when we were over there, I set up. I'm an engineer, and
So
so
nice.
so I set up because we were sitting there and we had to watch day and night, all day and night, for the Muslim pirates, because we lived right on the beach, and the Muslim
Right.
pirates would come through and they would rape, murder, and rob, people,
Right.
especially Christians. They didn't like Christians at all.
Yeah.
And we designated our spot. We turned our spot into a church. Okay, our house was used as a church on Sundays. So anyway,
Nice.
I turn around and I set this I take sticks and pound them down into the sand. Okay, about 6 inches above the ground, all
Yeah.
over, back and forth, and I strung bare wire all around, all these sticks all the way around. And
Right.
then brought it back up to the house, and over there you don't have 110. Everything's 220.
Okay.
Okay, so I dropped one line, the ground into the dirt with a mason jar full of water, and then down into the ground. Then I hooked
Right.
the other one up hot, and I put it on a 25-watt light bulb.
Ooh.
Okay, so what that does, that light bulb does two purposes. It'll turn around and
Hey, John.
it'll keep the amount of wattage down, so nobody, overheats.
Right.
It won't kill them, in other words, or supposedly. But it also
Supposedly.
but it also lights up and tells you somebody's there.
Oh, nice. So it's
Yeah,
triplet.
It's a great way if you guys got a garden or something. It's a great way to keep out skunks and shit from getting into your garden. You put it up about 5-6 inches above the dirt or the grass. You don't want grass or nothing hitting it. And you just run it around, and you put every 10 feet or so another stick, and you wrap it around, and you go do that. And any skunk, and then you take one of them, they call them a painter's light.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got the two leads. Well, you hook one of them to the hot,
Right.
the hot lead, and then you take the other one and you hook it to the fence for the hot lead. And the ground you bury.
Okay.
And you got yourself a protected fence. And I mean, it'll kill skunk. The only thing is, the skunk latches onto it or whatever, you got to deal with it. But
Yeah.
raccoons, skunks, possums, anything like that.
Nice.
But yeah, we had a lot of places over there that were per se haunted. In where my place was, right behind, we built the 3-bedroom house. Supposedly there's something there, and I don't know. But I was sitting there one time, and the fucking bed in the middle of the night lifted up
Wow.
in the air and spun.
What?
I never slept in that room again, dude. I never
I
slept
was
in the maid's quarters.
right.
Oh, fuck, man. It scared the hell out of me, dude.
Oh, I bet.
Literally.
Um.
They say the pirates had buried a treasure there, and a
Yeah.
lot of people had tried to get it. They even had steam shovel or backhoes and stuff like that.
Oh,
And it
wow.
stuck up the backhoe. They had
Huh.
boom traps and everything else. It was quite intense.
Wow.
Yeah, they know how to set up traps. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I sit there and I had some weird experiences there. When it's dark out and you can't see and everything else,
Right.
or like after a typhoon, for instance. Okay, after a typhoon, there's no power anywhere, right? There's
Right.
nothing happening. And it's totally quiet. Then all of a sudden, man, you get all these damn, I don't know what they are, bugs, KDD, I don't know what the hell they are, but it sounds like motorcycles going down the road.
Oh, wow. It sounds like a cicada.
Oh, but billions of them.
That's crazy.
We used to throw fireworks out just to shut them up for a few minutes.
That'll work.
Yeah.
One of the things that I like doing when I had a garden is I would set up those pull string firecrackers. Like I would set one up like every 6 inches, and if anything walked into that line, it would set off a chain reaction and scare them away.
Yeah. Try the whatchamacallit, electric line sometime. Just make sure that you don't have any pictures, because
Right.
the preacher, I wasn't out there. The preacher went and hooked it up, right? He plugged it in.
Yeah.
Normally we're there to unplug it. If anything hits it or anything else, we're there to unplug it.
Right.
He plugged it in, and he comes back a couple hours later and wakes me up. The freaking neighbor's pig came through.
Oh no!
And it killed this 15-year-old pig, big ass pig, man. That son
Wow.
was huge, you know. Yeah, I'm like shit, and I didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. I had dug a big pit. I was digging a well. I had this big ass pit, and I thought, well, maybe we just drop it in the pit, you know, and then they'd think, that it fell into the pit, you know. Then got thinking about it. Nah, that's. So told him to go get Beth, the owner of the pig, and we proceeded to cut the throat and hang it up and gut it. Okay, and Beth came. Well, they didn't know what killed it. It was kind of funnier than hell. They didn't know what killed it, so they wouldn't eat it.
Oh wow!
What they kept doing, and they're butchering it up, right? And everybody's standing around. Well, they kept throwing the meat to the dogs.
Oh man!
The dogs died. When the dogs are okay, man, all of a sudden that meat, now they're selling that stuff left and right.
Right?
Yeah,
That's funny.
I didn't realize that's what they were doing. Yeah, but they kept tossing it to the dogs, you know, and kept throwing it to the dogs. What had happened, it hit right on its teat,
Oh man!
and gave it a heart attack, and it fell over dead right there. And they thought it got bit by some kind of like either a centipede or a cobra,
right?
you know, because a cobra and whatnot. Well, that would poison the meat,
right?
So
yeah, that's right. Centipedes are poisonous too, aren't they?
Oh yeah, and they bite like hell too.
Those out there, those are like big ones, aren't they?
Oh yeah, and they bite.
Don't they use those in like some sort of wine or something?
I don't know. I never drank the wine. I don't know. I had one wine one time. I don't know what the hell it was. I just know it was green, and it was made from cacao leaves.
Oh,
right. So they fed it to the dogs to make sure the meat was okay on it.
Oh yeah. Anyway, I had to get away from. I'm still streaming over there, but I just had to get away because it's frustrating the hell out of me when I got zero. It shows 0 peeps.
right.
You know, and it's like, what in the hell am I streaming for? You know, and then people are going in there and throwing up. Other people are streaming the same thing, saying, "Here, go to YouTube, blah 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 blah." You know, and it's like, fuck, why am I doing it then?
Right. That's annoying.
It gets annoying, yes.
Well, guys, I'm actually gonna head off. I'm still feeling the edibles a little bit.
I just had a bunch of medibles.
Besides, wait a minute, man. You know what time it is?
What time is it?
Pie time.
Time for pie.
Which kind of pie you want? I got. Let me see. I got apple pie. I got pecan pie.
Oh, both of those sound amazing.
I also got medicated coconut cheesecake pie, but I gotta wait till it's not done yet. Still making.
I ended up making some butter noodles with and mixing RSO in with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably about like a half gram of RSO.
Right.
And like I started feeling it before I was done eating it, and that was 10 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
And I'm still sort of feeling it. I came down from the massive.
Do yourself a favor, dude. It feeds off of vitamin C. Take some extra vitamin C, and it won't kick your ass so hard.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Pie.
Blueberry pie.
Oh man.
I just finished 4 Smile Diaz. I got to let them rest a minute before I go and try to do anything else.
I am gonna have to get some like those Hostess fruit pies.
Oh, those pies there come from Wally World.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, and you can't make them for the price that they got them.
Right.
50 cents a piece.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hell, my what's his got $4 for $1 the other day.
Oh wow.
30 pies.
Jeez.
25 cents a piece. You know, it's like, damn. I mean,
right.
If they go half price, if they get too old, sitting on it.
Yeah, these were within a day of the pull date. Best Buy
Oh,
day.
man.
But for
Yeah,
$4, throw them in the
I'm
freezer.
gonna have to do that.
This blueberry pie is just, oh my. Mm.
Blueberry.
See,
I'm debating on a pecan, an apple. Well, I think those are two I'm debating on. I want my medicated chocolate cheesecake, but I took the
Yeah.
crust and used when you make the crust, you use butter, right? Well, I use Smutter.
Mm-hmm.
So anything, so and it's it required a tablespoon of butter in the makings of it. So and I added that too. So it's a well medicated chocolate cheesecake, but it's got a firm. So that'll be tomorrow night.
Here's my question: can you make medicated rock candy?
Oh yeah,
It
easy.
is possible. Okay.
Oh hell yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You can make just about anything you want. The thing with any like your hard candies and stuff like that,
Right.
you're at 245 to 260.
Right.
260 is where it starts breaking down the THC.
Okay.
So you got to really watch it as far as you're better off going a soft tack than a hard tack.
Okay.
If you're making it. I don't know if you know the difference between the two of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're better off with a soft tack, but it'll still do a hard tack. It'll still do a hard
Okay.
tack. You just want to keep it. You want to keep the heat as low as you can for You don't want to get over
Right.
260. It starts degrading it.
Now, could I just add in the RSO after it starts cooling and stir it in?
Oh yeah, you could. RSO, you want it. Here's the thing. Okay, all that stuff adheres
Yeah.
to fats. It adheres to fats, right? When I'm
Right.
making my smutter, I'm making smutter. I'm extracting it from the plant.
Okay.
Okay, and I mean it takes 18 to 22 hours to do it.
Right.
And I put it in either butter or I put it into coconut.
Okay.
Coconut will fry up to a higher temperature and stuff.
Yeah,
It-
actually, I just did a grapeseed oil infusion.
Did you grapeseed oil?
Uh-huh.
You can do olive oil
Sure.
as well.
Olive oil
Turned out
works
pretty well.
higher in fat.
Yeah.
The more fat
Okay.
content, that's what collects it as fat.
Okay.
So the higher the fat content, the better off you are. It just adds up.
Cool.
I don't
That's
use
good.
RSO or Rick Simpson oil because it's too bitter. And
Oh, okay.
it's hard to cover it up. I'd rather use if like making rock candy, it requires butter and you're heating butter and sugar up, right? Well,
Right.
I'm using medicated butter, Smutter,
Okay.
and then I'm running that up with my corn syrup and whatnot, and heating that up until I come up into a soft tack, and I got to really watch it and
Okay.
get her to where she's a hard tack and go from there. It's but you don't want to get it. You just don't want to get it too hot for too long.
Right.
It starts breaking down. But
Yeah.
RSO, I mean, a lot of people get the RSO and they do it with the RSO. But that stuff,
Right.
if you tasted that right out of the thing, it's bitter as hell, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's hard to hide
Sure.
that. I mean, I was
That's
Dr.
true.
Smiles. I specialized in making foods that you would never know were medicated.
Nice. See, that's where I'd like to get to. Like, I want to make some blueberry cheesecake muffins that you cannot tell are.
I made banana. I made
Yeah.
banana the other day, and you had no idea, but you ate two of them. You ate two of them. You were couch locked. If you ate three of them, you were on your knees. You weren't going nowhere.
And that's right. That's what I want to get done. Like, how for that type of extraction? How much would I need like an ounce or more?
Yeah. Basically, here's the thing, and a lot of people think, oh, more weed's better, right?
Right.
Here's the problem. There only so much THC is going to come off and go into the butter. So it depends on how much butter you got. Okay, I
Okay.
use a crock pot. Okay, I use a
Right.
crock pot. So I've got 6 to 8 pounds of butter in there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, at a time, and then I'll fill it halfway full of weed. So a couple ounces, ounce, 2 ounces, or whatever,
Okay.
And then I sit there and I cook that on low for 18 to 22 hours.
Okay.
You don't want to go longer than 22; it starts degrading.
Okay.
And if you're going to make medibles, it's very important, guys, and this is something a lot of people don't know. And it is very important. A lot of people get sick because they do not know. Okay, your bud and stuff, right, isn't totally dry. You want to decarboxylize it so it kills any and all bacteria, because there is E. coli, etc., that can be come out and make somebody very, very, very ill. So,
Well, you gotta decarb it anyways to get to activate the THC, though, right?
Well, decarboxylize, break it up, throw it on on a flat cookie sheet, put it in the oven under 240.
Yeah.
30 minutes, let it turn. That'll get all the moisture out of it. The moisture is what kills you.
Right.
Okay, the moisture is what can turn into E. coli. There's several different things it can turn into and make you sick.
Huh.
So, and a lot of people don't do that. They just
Right.
they don't think of it. There's a lot of things that could make you sick. So
you have to hyper dry the weed.
yeah, you hyper dry the weed. What I do with mine is I blanch it. I literally blanch it. And what blanching does, I don't know if you know what blanching is.
Yeah.
That's with hot water, dip it in hot water for under a minute or two.
Yeah.
What it does is it strips the chlorophyll out of it.
Okay.
It's bitter. You're not going to lose anything. THC is not water soluble.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not water soluble. So but when you do that, it turns around and it cleans it of any pesticides or anything else that might have got stuck on it, and it turns around and it pulls out the chlorophyll. The chlorophyll is what's bitter, and it helps pull away some of the chlorophyll. So what I do is I take a big 3-gallon pot, heat it up, get it boiling hot, and I put my stuff down in the screen and pour the water on it, and it goes through and pulls the green off of it. And that takes, and it's especially if you're getting, from a dispensary or something like that, they don't always wash all the newts out of it. And I have one, if you look in my YouTube channel, I have one where it was showing the importance of blanching weed, and it showed how it was coming out red because it was from a dispensary and they didn't flush properly.
Oh.
A lot of people just take that weed and throw it in the butter. You're eating all them newts as well, the back.
Wow.
Yeah.
That can't be good for you.
No, not necessarily. It depends on what they fed them with.
Yeah.
Hey, Don, I'm going to cut in for a second here. Folks, I got to crash. I just got called in to work early.
Oh, no.
Yeah. One of the first shifters called off, so I got to go and I got to be at work in like 7 hours.
Woohoo.
So,
Well, go get some sleep, bro.
That's
Well, you got a job, right, man?
Yeah.
Amen.
Someone's got to do it.
I wish I had.
Someone have to do it.
Folks, everybody, thanks for coming in tonight. I'll catch y'all later.
All right. I'll keep it going.
Night,
Sounds
man.
good. Be well.
Dream well, Patriot.
So what do you guys think about all this Trump shit, man? Do you think Trump's going to rescue the day or what?
I have faith. I have faith in God. I'm sure His will be done.
I threw a link out earlier that Mike Adams sent me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty interesting. I mean, it was showing the path and whatnot, and I mean, Steve Pachenik pointed out, the basically, the military thing and whatnot, and I'm like, interesting. And
Yeah.
why would they have 40,000 troops surrounding DC and locking it off?
Yeah, that sounds kind of sketch.
I got the films. I mean, they're there. There's 40,000 of them there. There's
Oh
fucking
no.
There-
I'm not saying there does not. I'm
There.
saying the fact
Listen.
that there is sketch as hell.
Get this. Here's another twist nobody's talking about either. There are a lot of foreign militaries that don't want to see these bastards get in power either.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Well, did you notice when Nancy was up there, the only ones that she had around her, I mean, it was showing the military. She was taking photo ops of the military. They're fucking Chinese, dude. Every one of them.
Were they really?
Yep.
Wow.
Chickenese.
So they are on U.S. soil then.
Oh, hell yeah, they're on U.S. soil. I mean, shit, man, they've got fucking warehouses full of UN freaking APVs and MRAPs and everything else ready to roll. I mean, they're all over the place, ready to roll.
Jeez.
They have for years.
Yeah, they have exactly. They have for years because Obama was going to bring all this bullshit in. He wanted to. So yeah.
I remember towards the end of my deployment, we were doing drills and stuff, and it was like door to door clearing and stuff, but it felt more like Middletown America than it did the Middle East.
Yeah,
And that was back in 2010.
well, yeah, they're training people to clear out. I mean, basically to clear out patriots, but they know the patriots aren't going to do it. They know the military is not going to do it. Well,
Yeah.
they're right at the cusp, but this is what people don't talk about. They've already got all the robots and stuff made. They're right at the cusp. They don't need a manned army.
Yeah.
That's what that whole defund the police was all about. They were going to bring in the automated enforcements.
Yeah, I know. It's
I don't see how that's gonna work.
They
I
got
mean,
it already.
it's not like it's RoboCop.
dude, you got everything on the cloud. They know everything you do. When you fart, they know what you had for dinner.
It really is turning into Big Brother state. That's for sure.
Well, it's way beyond Big Brother state. Way beyond that.
Yeah.
No, they've got it to now. Their plan. They're going to do the continental lands first, but they plan to have the ability to monitor every inch of the planet in real time capability.
Yeah. Well, they got.
Yeah.
Okay, there's one trick.
Down
You
to
guys,
the license plate on your car and the name of your cigarettes.
yeah, I know.
Man.
Well, your
Good thing I
license.
changed that up there once in a while.
That's why it's mandatory to change your license plates because the paint has got an RFID. It's an RFID paint. It can be read from satellite. They don't need to
Oh,
be
wow.
able to see your ass. So I found that out
man.
years ago. Okay, in the 90s, I flew from where was it? San Francisco, I think, to Hawaii, going to the Philippines, right? And Hawaii was a stop. Well, that's a U.S. port. All right, we all get off and everything else, and fucking goddamn customs is demanding to know how much money I had. I'm like, it's none of your fucking business. I left a U.S. port. This is a U.S. port, and I'm on my way to a non-U.S. port. So what fucking business is it of yours?
Right.
You know, here's my passport. Here's my visas. You know, and they threw me in a room and they brought this thing in, and they knew right down to the dollar what I had in my pocket.
Wow.
Yep, all the little green thing on the dollar bill, the little circle. That's magnetic ink. That's a special RFID ink, and
Oh,
can
wow.
be read.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
That's how the blind use the machine to tell fives, tens, and 20s and stuff. That's how it reads it.
What's up with that blue strip in the hundreds? Because I know it's not just a normal blue holographic strip.
Well, because okay, here's the thing. Over in Asia, it was a big deal, man. They'd take
Right.
$1 bills and they bleach your asses because the paper is the big thing. The fill of paper, that's a 95 rag bond. I mean, commercially, the best you can get is an 80 rag bond, or maybe an 85 if you've got inside connections. But it's not a
Right.
95 rag bond. So they put that strip in there. That strip is also magnetic and also can read,
Okay.
but it turns around and verifies the bill. See,
Gotcha. Okay.
because what they would do is they take $1 bills, they bleach them out, and
Yeah.
then they print them as $100 bills.
You know, actually, hang on. I'm going to take you guys to the kitchen real quick. This is from like 1996. My dad got a fake 100 in the he ran a gas station, and I mean it looks legit, like super legit, but since the 90s you can tell it's definitely faded and deteriorated.
Right. Well,
But
quickest
the feel of
quickest
it
way to
is
tell is look
spot
for the
on.
fibers.
Right. There's some paper that Joanne Fabric sells that feels almost spot on. It's a 25% cotton paper.
Yeah, see that would be considered a 75 rag bond. I mean, that's not
Right.
a 95 rag bond. The weight isn't right, and then also it
Right.
doesn't have the little red and blue little wigglies in it,
Right.
in the fibers. Not that I know about it.
Right. Educational purposes only, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple times I received some money that somebody bought something from me, and I kind of knew it wasn't real money.
Right.
Only after because he had the real money on the outside, and he had like, 2 or 3 or 4 of the fake bills on the inside of all of it, right?
Right.
And they were good copies, but they weren't real. And I was like, holy shit, I can't give that to the bank. And there's
Right.
there's things that you get, you really can't, what I'm saying? So, nope, that's my eating out money. Drive. Yeah, you go to certain restaurants with the drive-through windows and stuff like that. Yeah,
Oh, that's the best place to pass off those counterfeits.
right. That's the only place you can.
No, they used best place to pass them off because I years ago was involved in that shit. Not that I know anything about it, but I was involved.
Right.
Anyway, we take a bill, right? Take a planetary camera, take a picture, and then blow it up on the overhead, the MOPEC projectors, the MOPEC projectors.
Uh-huh.
Blow it up wall size,
Yeah.
and then draw in and the deals and everything else, and then take a picture of it again and shrink it back down so we'd have our depth. Then turn around and then we'd silk screen them with the red, the blue inks, and all that kind of shit.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
it worked, man. I mean, them suckers work. Then we turn around and you'd take packages of them, and you'd hand them off to people at the fairs and stuff, and they'd go in and they'd go through and buy, like at the amusement or whatever,
Right.
ring the bell or whatever, and usually it was 20s, no bigger than a 20, because anything but bigger than that draws attention,
right.
so
Yeah.
so they'd go and they'd buy a thing for $1 or whatever. Well, they got to keep that thing, whatever they bought, and the other, the rest came back to the group. Okay, when we came back to the group, and you could go through and walk through $150,000-$200,000 in an hour. You know, if you had enough network, and not that I know
Right.
anything about it.
Yeah. That's actually kind of interesting.
But yeah, they would pass them off at conventions and stuff like that, and fairs, and at the parades and stuff like that. That's where you pass them out and get rid of them.
Okay.
Nobody would be to the wise until, you know,
Right.
next when they go to the bank and the bank won't take them.
Right.
Or if you had a real good recovery agent, if you had a real recovery, like at some of the convention centers and stuff, they got
Mhm.
detectives that are, you know, recovery agents and stuff like that, basically, and they're right on top of it. Get shut down real quick.
Oh,
I've
I
never done no craziness like that.
bet.
Well, you know, you can imagine the amount of money that, you know, like at a convention center, you got hundreds of thousands going through there, you know, and
Oh yeah, easy.
yeah, and you can't afford to have 10% of it being forgeries, you know.
That'd be crazy.
They get a little upset.
Just a little bit.
But no, this I'm telling you, I don't know about this Chinese thing with the troops in DC, but
Okay, on Infowars, right? Okay, they were showing. There's a clip where they were showing her standing with. There's 4 or 5 military, right? And they got big
Mhm.
circles around their magazine, showing there's nothing in the magazines. Okay, there's no clips.
right,
They don't have any mags. They got a gun,
Right.
but no mags, no bullets, right? And Nancy's standing with them, you know, and they're doing a photo op. Well, every one of them, look at them. Every one of them's a damn chink. Every single one of them.
Huh.
Not one American. Not one American standing anywhere around her. They're all Chinkinese.
Are they in U.S. uniform though?
Yeah, they're in the damn Capitol.
Jeebus.
Go look at it. It's on band video.
I'm going to later for sure.
I mean, it's like,
well, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
anyway, she did a photo op with them. They're Chinkinese. And there's a big circle drew around each one of the magazines because there's the magazines. It's showing that there was no magazines. And I forget what it was. I mean, military surrounds the Capitol, but Pelosi was taking a photo op of them.
You know what? I just pulled up Infowars. Their featured report right now is Biden to step down, Trump to be sworn in January 20th.
Oh man.
Yep. Guess what? I've
Right.
been telling everybody, God's in control, guys. You know, here's what Alex is doing, and a lot of people don't understand it. He's stepping on Q and everything else because he wants to make it a bigger deal.
Oh, they blocked it.
Yeah, they blocked it, didn't they?
They blocked it. Yo.
Oh man.
They want to make it a bigger deal when Trump actually does take over, you know, and then they'll go, oh, I was wrong, you know, God's in control, and blah, 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 blah. But
Right.
Okay, now it won't let me control it because it's on the banned video, so I can't control the screen. But I did get it to come up. Here, hold on a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are only 40 hours away from the inauguration, and it's incredible.
Oh shoot, we are, aren't we?
I'm happy to be wrong when it's in the best interest of this nation. Q was right. Joe Biden is going to step down at noon on January 20th, and Donald John Trump is going to be inaugurated.
told you guys.
See, I don't want to sound like the pessimist, but we'll see what happens.
Laptops with all the proof.
I as much as I would love for this to happen,
Q is right.
you know.
Q was not a pacification operation to suppress.
Okay. The deal of it is, like I said, Alex is throwing PSYOP, okay?
Military intelligence.
Right.
Literally.
Martial laws in D.C. That's what they're
But
studying.
I mean, I've had this report from Orsi, I've had it from Mike Adams, I've had it from
It's why
Steve
Big Tech censored
Pachenik.
us, was to protect the plan. I didn't trust the plan. I was wrong.
Huh.
Okay, he's admitting he's wrong. See what I mean?
Right.
But yes, Trump's going to be in office on the 20th, guys. And that's what do you think they got all them troops there? To lock them motherfuckers down. They're scared shitless. They can't do anything.
Thank you, President Trump!
I wonder if that's why they've got the other capitals on lockdown too.
Now, 40-something hours, you're going to learn.
I'll be showing it when you guys are over. I'll be showing it over on my channel. I'm going to be downloading it. They just came out with that here a couple hours ago.
About these fake headlines. And those viewers telling you things that aren't true. I have talked to 2 people who've talked to President Trump in the last 24 hours. He's leaving to Mar-a-Lago. He's super pissed off. I even know the names of the new lawyers he's hiring to try to counter this once he's out of office. He does intend to fight on. He was a great president. The deep state did set him up. He has had the
See, that makes it sound like
by the
Biden's going to get inaugurated right there.
and the
And
fact
that Trump's just going to fight
it was spying on
afterwards.
Trump's done a lot of great things, like get our jobs back to the U.S., turn our oil and gas industry back on. But they stole the election from President Trump. They
It
engaged
could be.
and they hired.
What better way to do it than let Biden get in and then have them all arrested as president instead of before?
Oh, that'd be glorious.
And he's gone.
Yes.
And I know it's hard to believe for a lot of people that a communist Chinese agent, Joe Biden, with all his corruption and Hunter's laptop and all the incredible things he's done with the Ukrainians and the Russians, is about to be installed. But that's the reality. Everyone was told that we were invincible because of Trump. I told you he was just human because I was behind the scenes. But people put mythical powers into Trump and didn't get politically engaged, many of you, because you thought he was unstoppable. Now you're learning that that is not the case. So I'm very, very sad that Trump has had the election stolen. I'm very upset that I've been personally robbed of my vote. But I'm going to continue
Right?
to promote free speech, and I'm going to continue to promote open, free elections. But
Oh, here's something. When I went to the polling place for the primaries,
hours left.
I had already heard about certain polling places handing out Sharpies instead of the pens.
Trump is going to
So I took a pen with me. They actually tried to hand me a felt tip Sharpie.
in your house was meant to make you think everything was okay.
Like,
You wouldn't get
Yeah.
engaged.
like I made.
Now it's been incredibly
'Cause
successful.
apparently the scanners weren't picking up on the Sharpies
Let's admit it was a
or
huge
something
fraud.
like that.
Just like the headline I put out here that, oh, Q's right. Biden stepping down.
Here's the deal, guys.
The
Trump,
Marshall-
Biden probably most likely will get in.
The
They
FBI
got to
says
bring it. They got to bring this to the face of the whole world.
because a lot of
Okay.
people in the military believe the election was stolen, which it was.
They got to show all the bullshit. If Trump stepped in now, it would look like he's interfering.
Right.
I
You
love
understand what I'm
President
saying?
Trump. He's not been persecuted for defending President Trump.
So,
A lot easier to
what about this Italian hacker?
shutdown of our oil and the shutdown of our jobs and the shutdown of our
You're
business.
talking the priest.
Blame for it all.
Yeah.
Biden and Kamala Harris, who are
What
total
about him?
Wasn't,
global reset.
weren't they supposed to bring him in and stuff? And
People are going to have them. We got major
I know.
reports.com where Germans set to detain COVID.
Well, here's the deal, guys.
I'm not sure exactly.
They let murderers out of jail.
Okay, Trump supposedly is set tomorrow. He might have already done it today.
Martial law.
Pardon
Pentagon.
went and gave a pardon to the
So yes, Trump has
Assange and the whistleblowers.
I don't know
Really?
his plan.
Yeah, that's what's supposed to be happening. I don't know, man. I've been sitting there. Hey, I've been having a struggle just staying online because they've been keep taking me down. They get pissed.
Hillary was
Right.
3 years ago. Oh, it's part of the intel that
But you know, it's in God's hands, and I think I personally think, I really do personally think that Trump is going to be in there. But they're going to let Biden have him for a minute or two.
Trump is being forced
When the
out.
whole world just sits there and begs Trump to come back.
Right?
I mean, you know what I mean? Because it's going to bring to light everything that's coming on.
And troops plus there to deny
It's
us
true.
that. This is globalist oppression. This is globalism.
Like people are gonna realize how good they had it.
Yeah.
Probably within the first 100 days,
Not just
Okay.
if he makes it the first 100 days.
censorship
There,
and cartel.
nothing means much to you until you lose it. Okay.
Right?
Freedom didn't mean that much. Okay, you know, you never think about your freedom until you've lost it. Then you realize just how precious that freedom is,
Right?
and you don't want to lose it again. It's a fact. Well, if America goes through and loses their freedom, loses their rights and whatnot, it's going to make them wake up. Now, here's the deal.
But are they gonna wake up too late?
I doubt it. You know, I'm watching people changing every day. I'm watching more and more people. This is like a deal of cleaning out this chaff, getting rid of the stems and stuff out of something and cleaning it up.
Right.
That's what I see this as. Okay.
Okay.
People are waking up. People are starting to wake up. There are people that are coming back to the Lord. You know, when things get adverse and really hard, that's when people come back to the Lord.
This is true.
You know, that's when they call on him, oh, Lord, 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 you know, and make all the promises,
Right.
all the other bullshit, you know.
Right.
But generally, that's when the, you know, when things get adverse. We've had it pretty good. We've had it pretty good, but they're ready to roll out. They're ready to roll out. They've already got them. The robots and all the other BS, and
Right.
you know, they don't need us anymore.
Just remember, robots can be tipped over. Tip them on their sides, just like a turtle on its back.
No, the damn things. Have you seen the new bots and stuff? You can't kick them over. You can't turn them over. I mean, they'll sit there and they go almost all the way over to the ground and pop right back up. They're really, really versatile now.
I don't know how I feel about Weeble Wobble people as robots.
No, they look like dogs and people, dude.
Yeah, they look like dogs and people.
That. Oh wait, I remember seeing that video of the robots dancing and stuff.
Yep.
That was fucking insane. Like that's some precision right there.
That's true. Darpa's
Man.
been doing that stuff for 20 years, 40 years.
Right?
They've got it.
That's true, because anything that we're seeing now has been at least, you know, within DARPA for the last 15 to 20.
Yeah.
Man.
It's all real.
Man. So you think we're going to see UFOs disclosure in 2021?
Most definitely. I mean, they can't help but show that. I mean,
right.
The UFOs.
Tucker Carlson did a good job making sure that happened.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, we've had UFOs since. I mean, you look in the Bible. You know, the chariots of fire, wheel within a wheel, and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah. It's
the whole book of Enoch explains.
Yeah, exactly.
Describe events. It was
that's what I was thinking of as Enoch.
Yeah.
Well, even when you look at like the Hindu Vedic texts, they talk about these Vimanas that were airships. You know, pyramids that were airships, and the whole thing's crazy. Like they're legit talking about like a nuclear war that went down. That's what it
Yeah,
would
they found the
translate.
results of it, like in Herzegovina, didn't they, or something like that?
Uh huh. Yeah.
Yep, they found nuclear fallout, ancient nuclear fallout, shit that happened like maybe 12,000 years ago.
Uh huh.
Yep.
Which makes me. I'm a fan of Graham Hancock.
Yeah.
He's
I know about Graham Hancock.
he's spot on when he says that we're a civilization living with amnesia.
Yep.
'Cause I truly believe that like human civilization dates back past the whole 5,000-6,000 year mark.
Right.
Like
Have you done anything about? Did you do any search around the pyramids in uh, uh, Bosnia?
yeah.
You seen
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
pyramids in Bosnia?
Oh, I did. Yeah, that's relatively recent, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, last 5, 6 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
They found these pyramids. They're thousands of years older than the Great Pyramids of Giza.
well, they're using that lidar system now over the jungles of the Amazon and finding full on like cities that were just in
Buried.
just they're there within the
Like South
rainforest that have been
America.
forgotten. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Like
So
South.
so that's kind of cool too.
You know about Michael Tellinger then as well, right? And the
Oh,
circles.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all the ancient Inky stuff. He
Uh
found
huh.
that. He found the Abzu, the Adam's calendar, and all the circles, and it covers the
I
whole
will
year.
say some of the stuff that Tallinger says makes me feel like I should be wearing a tinfoil hat. But for the most part, he's like spot on the money.
Yeah, but the circles, they're all interconnected like grapevine kind of deals, and
Oh yeah,
there's circuitry laid out in this thing to where they're all connected to one another,
oh
and
yeah.
the energy spikes and stuff that he's finding in the hertz ranges.
Supposedly he's the same one that was talking about how the Roman and Greek cities were set up like a circuit board, right?
Well, yeah, yep,
Okay.
and the energy cycles around the theater, and
Yeah.
if you look at it from an aerial point, these things they really do. They look. Why don't they have tops on them?
Yeah.
Why don't any of them have tops on them anymore? You know what I'm saying? All they
Right.
got is pillars standing there.
That is a really good point. I never really thought about that.
There's no room for anything to really take place inside this building. There's so many pillars there.
Right.
What the hell where's the top?
That's you know what that sounds like to me? A giant heat sink.
A heat sink? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or he referred it to, as you look at it, they look like he compared it to a circuit board on a computer, and you can see
Yeah.
MOSFET chip should be, and you can see where the processor was, and
Right.
and then you see the energy lines coming from the theater. Like there's always two paths coming from, around the theater back into the buildings,
See, the
and
ancients
they're
were
all
definitely onto
interconnected.
something.
And they look like they're laid out like circuit boards, like you would see in a computer, memory chip.
Right.
And stuff like that for smaller, all that. It starts looking like, what the fuck is really going on here? It really is. And the lines, and even the stuff that's done in South Africa, not just South Africa, but in the other areas surrounding, where they've got these circles. Some of them
Right.
are laid out kind of crazy, like you could see capacitor banks. Like
Right.
they look like capacitor banks, and they're all specific kinds of rock. Specifically there, they've been there for 10,000, 12,000 years or more.
One of the things that really interests me are those Nazca lines.
They don't actually know how big it is. Have you seen the video that one lady did on the Garden of Eden? Based on the shit?
No.
There's a swath, thousands of kilometers of South Africa, above the country, South Africa. We're not talking about South Africa itself, but you
Right.
can see the furrows that go on for thousands of miles.
Oh wow.
And if you look at it from an aerial point of view, they had damn near a quarter of that continent set up for irrigation, the whole 9 yards.
Really? You know, and that leads credence to the thought that most of the Amazon is a man-made jungle.
It's potentially true.
Well, they're finding evidence apparently that the soil that's there is been processed, like man-made processed over like thousands of years or something like that.
Yeah, they found the same soil in South America too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about with South America. Yeah, that's
South
right.
America. I know about that one. I didn't know about that in Africa.
Oh,
But
I don't know. No, I don't not sure if that's true about Africa. I was talking about South America.
But yeah, there's
Wouldn't surprise me though,
no, wouldn't surprise me.
especially if you're talking like continental shift and stuff.
Well, we're talking about the planet was much smaller at one time.
Right.
Okay. And as it expanded, as it had gone through its development and the additions of we get over 1,000 tons a day from space and material on this planet.
Oh
It's
yeah.
growing. It's growing. It's getting mass. It's getting material, and it's growing. Okay. That at one time it was Pangea. The only thing is the planet got bigger. If you drew Pangea out on a balloon, okay,
Right.
blew up the balloon, it would look like what it, pretty close to what it is now on the Earth.
That's
Oh,
true.
Okay. That's what it is. And it's just expanding with the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Civ 3, Civilization 3, you could make from that and expand it out and do all that BS.
Okay. So,
That's kinda cool.
so that seems to be the most logical theory that I've ever seen. The most
Right.
logical theory that I've ever seen. So,
As long as we're all in agreement that we do not live on the back of a turtle or that the earth is flat.
no, the Earth isn't flat because that's not the nature of things.
Good. Okay, we're all on the same page then.
And I've done high-low jumps. I've seen the curvature of the Earth.
I've been up at 70,000 feet. I mean, because when I used to fly international, we'd go way up above all the damn storms and everything else,
Oh yeah.
and do a hop. It's shorter for some reason because of the spin of the Earth. But if you go up by Russia and you jump up and then jump back down, it took almost 6 hours of the trip off.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I used to fly into Frankfurt when I was living in Europe. I'd fly back to the States. You'd get a Pan Am 747 or something like that. And they'll fly 40,000 feet in the air, and on just cruising. But just you can look out the window and see the curvature of the Earth. You know what I'm saying? There's no question about that. Because I was able to see the sun go beneath and seeing it rise over the curvature of the Earth. I did it every time I flew back and forth. I did it like 3 times.
You could really tell it in Alaska up there because in the you could watch like in the summer and the winter, the sun would go down. Okay, in the summertime, it would go down on the one side, and then 2 seconds later, popping up on the other side of the world there. Just, like here,
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's weird. It never goes all the way dark.
Like if you were to fly from like Anchorage, Alaska to let's say Bangor, Maine, you know what I'm saying? You would probably end up seeing that.
Wow.
Depending on what time of the year, of course.
Right.
It could be complete darkness or you watch the sun travel across the sky, you know what I'm saying?
Huh. Well, and I guess that makes sense about Antarctica as well. Don't they have like 6 months of sunlight or something like that?
Well, equal, yeah, during the season, as the as the tilt of the Earth moves around the sun.
Right.
Okay, so we end up with northern hemisphere getting it in the summertime. For us is June. Summertime for
Right.
Australia is December, January.
Man. See, that's what you need to do. Screw going to Florida and screw the whole snowbird thing. Everyone should just, fly off to Australia.
Hell no, I don't want to live there.
Summer to summer.
Hey, Australia is not that great, dude.
Nope, Australia is not that great, dude.
I mean, I was gonna
Yeah.
go as a contractor over there. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn good money. With Halliburton.
Yeah.
And after I looked into it, nah. No.
Yeah. I hear the insects are mighty big over there.
Well, it's not just in.
And they can kill you.
Oh.
Everything over there will kill you. It bites you, you're gonna die.
Oh, well, fuck that.
The insects.
I want to
the
live.
Yeah, the insects, the snakes, you name it. All right, I gotta
Go for a hike, end up dying. Dang.
Man, them them quesadillas kicked my asses off.
Oh, yeah?
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah. No, but everything over there, it doesn't matter if it's the insects, the birds, the snakes, the
The koalas.
even the wildlife is like they got Gila monsters and shit over there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Gila monsters will fuck you up.
The Philippines had quite a few creatures that would kill you. You had the 3-step little whip snake, 3-step.
Yeah.
The cobra. I mean, I took out a couple of cobras.
Phew.
Big ass cobras. I don't. Hey, they don't have to bite you. There's this one man.
They spit at
My-
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was this yellow, and it's like oh man, it was like snot almost. But I mean, my whole face started wiggling, and my eyes, and
Oh,
it numbed
wow.
up my whole. It numbed up my whole mouth and face and everything else for a couple of days.
Screw that.
And,
Are there Komodo dragons in the Philippines?
No, that's a
no,
Labrador.
there's they call them a biawak, which is pretty close, but they don't have the the poison like the Gila monster or whatever.
Okay.
They're pretty big. They're a land going crocodile, a cross between a crocodile and a lizard.
Yeah.
And I mean, they'll take on they took on my Honda 90 and tore the front tire off of it.
So, in other words, this would probably be considered an exotic pet.
Right.
No, I wouldn't have it as a pet. Although they
No?
are damn tasty. I found that out.
He was
Oh,
talking
cool.
about Bear. He was talking about what he's referencing is the Komodo dragons out of New Zealand.
Yeah, there's no Komodo dragons in the Philippines.
Okay.
Yeah, but the biawak is it's kind of like a Komodo dragon. It's a big old bastard. I mean, he's big, and but he doesn't have the poison in his mouth and all that kind of stuff. So he's not
Okay.
gonna.
He'll just
But,
tear
I
you
mean-
to shreds.
I still wouldn't want to run across one. I mean, I had one attack the motorcycle and tore the front tire off it. So
Yeah, that sounds pretty vicious.
the stupid Honda 90 is also.
I might have another 20 minutes in power, guys.
All right. Well, hey,
Yeah.
I gotta get back over anyway. I just wanted to stop in and say hi, and
Rock
but
on.
we got 20 minutes, so I guess we can ride it out to the end, huh?
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it sucks when you're sitting there and you're the only one in there. Okay, what do I talk about, man?
Yeah, you know.
I got 7% battery left.
Oh yeah.
I may or may not make it.
I may or may not make
Mhm.
right.
Well, my son was kind enough to bring me a new computer, so
Oh, there you go.
I mean, yeah, mine. Mine was a blessing. I mean, I spent all this time with it, and I found it in the trash, so it was quite a blessing.
I was able to get one charge out of the sunlight we received today, so
There you go.
but it's been
When are you gonna do your whatchamacallit, hydrogen generator?
yeah. As soon as I can unbury it, it's gonna be a little bit before I get to that. There's a lot of unburying to do. That's the big hallway.
I've been telling everybody in my chat, and I highly recommend it, guys. Look for an old RV, recreational vehicle, camper, whatever,
Yeah.
with the ammonia gas refrigerators in them, the ones that run off of propane or electric.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the reason being, the only thing that's required to make them work, you can use a candle up the back stack or even a parabolic mirror. Okay, and you got yourself a refrigerator freezer. So, in
Nice.
case power or whatever goes down, I mean, it's just a heads up, and you can pick them up pretty cheap, especially like a trailer that was wrecked.
Right.
And as long as on an ammonia refrigerator, as long as the thing hasn't been pierced or punctured, it'll work. What happens is they get a bubble in them, so you need to take and you put a light down on the accumulator, down on the liquid accumulator down on the bottom, so it brings everything down to it. Or you can open up the Schrader valve, take the cap off, and just press it real quick, and it'll release to where the blockage is in between the tubes. And make
Nice.
you don't let very much off, just a real quick, and it'll let it where it break up, let it go through the tube, and let them work again. Because people, when they run them, they'll run them uneven, and then what happens? It gets a bubble up in there, and then it makes a lock, and it don't allow the liquid to flow through. But
That's a quick fix.
yeah, it's cheap. I mean, but you get yourself one of them refrigerator freezers, and on the fifth wheels and stuff, I mean, hell, they're full size. They're the size of a regular refrigerator.
Ooh.
So.
Yeah. No shit. And a lot of them are rigged up to work off of propane or electric.
Or electric, 12 volt.
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying. All that is in the stack. If you look where the propane little flame is, that's where you put a candle.
Yep.
Or you can put a parabolic dish. The 12 volt, you just go up the stack a little bit, and there's a little pad. That's a little heat pad that goes up on the pressure line there, and that's what makes it work.
Yep.
So I mean, they're pretty simple, and they're well worth getting a hold of.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
All right, guys. I'm down to 5% battery. I gotta jump off.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and call it. Thank you, everybody, for coming
all
out.
out, man. I'm gonna jump back over to my stream and check it all out. But hey, no matter what happens, guys, just remember God's in control. And all this is part of his plan, not man's plan. So,
yes, sir.
The Bible does talk about times getting hard and Christians being murdered and everything else. And there's a purpose for it.
Right.
Set yourselves up, pray for the nation, because we're going to need it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, guys. Have a good night. I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Mark. Peace. Deborah. Colonel
Peace
Shaw.
out, everybody.
Salute. Wild Bill.
Everybody in
Gloria
chat.
Young. Go ahead. Say what, Bear?
I said, everybody in chat, night, everybody in chat. I'm jumping over to mine. I couldn't see because my chat wasn't moving. So,
Oh yeah. Hit Don Bears. I know I'm coming off early, but it's only because of power. And Sick Pat's already passed out, and Canoes has got to work in the morning. So, I guess it's time. Yeah, like you say, it's God's time.
yeah, it's God's time, guys. Don't worry about it. Things will happen the way they're going to happen, and there's fretting about it ain't going to change it.
Exactly.
But you know what will change it? Faith and prayer.
Good night, Miriam. Sweet dreams.
Night all. I'll catch you later.
Yep. See you later, Bear. Rock on. Dream well, Patriots, because we are winning. All right. I'll see you tomorrow night. God bless you.